Hello, everyone. Good evening. My apologies for coming in a little late today from what I said. However, as y'all know, there's a lot of stuff going on in my household. Nonetheless, I'm here to bring some good vibes to y'all, some healing vibes. We're out here representing our cousins tonight. Well, personally, my twins, my fraternal twins, identical twins. To all the non-binds, they, thems, he, she, they, Zers, shout outs. Okay. Definitely feeling a lot more of a cooling energy today than yesterday. Whew, the heat was high. I feel like the moon had moved from Scorpio to Sag and was really feeling that Sag moon heat. I did date a Sag moon person once and it was definitely not for me. Not my vibe. Ooh, interesting. So we're gonna see what's up for today, how the energy is shifting, changing, and where to refine the focus. Again, this is a collective reading, so this isn't just those of you that are here, but there's people who may see this later because I do repost. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Okay. This card has come out the last 3 days in a row. The last 2 days it came out for the reading, but today, bottom of the deck, endurance. So to me, I feel like to start, this is like, okay, whatever is going on, please continue to remember your fire is still smoldering. There's still very hot coal. You can start up the fire or burn it out at any point. To me, this is more like a middle ground, right? Because the flame is like it's blowing, it's going, and it could very easily be swayed or be put out. But this smoldering energy is like, you have what it takes, you have the confidence, you have the ability, just keep moving forward. And again, 7 is the number of spiritual development. So to me, huge theme that's going on right now is the spiritual development conversation. Hey Greg, how's it going? Thanks for joining tonight. Okay, so the first card that came out, definitely making me think about all this Aquarius energy, right? So we have Pluto in Aquarius, the sun recently entered Aquarius, and January, not yet. Okay, the moon is not yet, but she's coming. And we also have the planetary alignments, this really big portal energy that we're in the middle of that's going to be really, really thick on Saturday all day. Hey, how you doing? Gunkle Boo. Gunkle Boo's on here, baby.
G Uncle, baby.
Oh, G Uncle Boo. Excuse me. He put hearts, cute. Steph's over there chilling. Okay. So, 7, again, we see 7, the number of spiritual development. So this is a huge theme right now through this portal energy. Let me see what we have going on in the book here. Futility. Negative expectations, discouragement, rigid thought patterns, survival fears, resistance to the inner emptiness, fear of the unknown, collapse of illusions. So to me, this isn't necessarily like you're tripping, you're caught in your head, XYZ. This is more like this is the natural space that comes as you're developing on a spiritual level. There's going to be different thoughts that come in and out because a lot of energy is being released. It's shifting. Your whole being is evolving and shifting upwards. The frequency is rising. So again, anything that is not at that higher vibrational frequency is going to be pushed out. And that includes physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those levels. So right now, today, what this is telling me is that it's coming out really strong on a mental level, which makes sense again with the Aquarius energy. Hi, what deck is this? Hello, Elizabeth. This is the Vision Quest Tarot. This is my favorite deck ever. Ha ha ha. Gonko Boo is correct with the G, yeah, G Uncle. Thank you for that correction. Okay, let me make sure I got all the questions. Yes, so that is the deck. Love the deck. Okay. If we don't become keenly aware of them, the behavior patterns we grew up with continue to dominate our life. The fear of being inadequate, unable to accomplish anything worthwhile, is usually a hangover from the past. Recognize that the negative thoughts tormenting you over and over again truly have nothing to do with your present situation. So again, as I was saying, this is not about something that's actually going wrong right now. It's more your perspective. It's more, are you thinking from a fear-based energy or a trust, faith, love-based energy? A lot of it is coming from like old programming that was passed on to us, either directly in this life through whoever raised us, or ancestral trauma, so passed to us through ourselves. So a lot is being pushed up to be released so that we don't continue on the same path. It also talks about patience, self-forgiveness. This is not a time to be taking any kind of critical thoughts, negative mind loops seriously. It doesn't mean anything. It's literally just coming up so that you can make the decision to not allow it in. It's coming up so you can be like, no thanks, not for me. I'm good, I'm all set. I'm not interested in thinking from that space, thinking from that perspective. It is not for me. Ooh, I love it, thank you. You're very welcome. Yes, so I do typically use this deck. I might use different decks at different points, but she's my fave. And just so you know, I do go live every day. I won't tomorrow because I have a family event, but essentially every single day I go live. I do a short reading, tarot channeling collectively, and then I do a quantum sound and voice alchemy. So I'll be doing a combination of playing sound bowls, different sound instruments, and singing for the purpose of clearing out lower vibrational energies. And then I'll sing different affirmations at the end to kind of fill that space. Oh, hey, Danny. Hey, Letty. Oh my gosh, Danny, I haven't talked to you in so long. How are you? I hope you're doing wonderful. We should catch up. Yes, and then I do private sessions, by the way, so you can message me or comment if you're interested in a private reading. I do pull after the sound bath. I will pull individual cards. It'll be like $3 through Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, whatever you prefer, for one card, and then I'll kind of channel messages around the card. Okay, but yes, so there's a lot of mental clutter coming up as we've entered an air season. However, don't take it seriously. It's honestly just giving us the opportunity to continue to strengthen our mindset and decide differently. So what came out next to it, Father of Earth. Ooh, Father of Earth just came out also a couple of days ago. I believe also with the Cancer full moon. So this is a big refined, mature, masculine wisdom and awareness, especially around the 3D specifically. So this is like the part of you that knows what needs to get done. It just makes the decision to do it and to organize yourself so that you can take care of all the necessities and hold space for what you ultimately want. So this is talking about just accepting whatever it is that you need to do to take care of your current situation, and being able to stay tuned in with this energy and not let the criticism and the reason why you have to do these things is because you're not good enough, like, no, we're not playing that game. This is like, what do you absolutely need to do for the necessities? Where's the balance? And then where can you create space and hold a grounded energy for all the other parts of you, the passionate parts, the emotional parts, to create and express fluidly, and ultimately create this different reality that you want. Because again, a lot of what's been going on with most of us is we've been wanting a different reality, and we've been doing different things to manifest it and create it, and it has not happened as quickly or nearly as quickly as we wanted to. A lot of things along the way, we allowed it to kind of hold us down to a certain level and then get back up, drop down, get back up. So we were a little bit stuck in this loop of like, we're not giving up on the dream, we're not giving up on the ultimate vision that we have for ourselves. And you know, over time it's evolved or whatever, and it's continued to refine itself. We haven't given up on it, but there was a space where we kept hitting a wall. And for a lot of us, it was about accepting what needs to happen in order to stay grounded, in order to take care of your necessities and not sacrifice your well-being for the vision, because it doesn't need to be that. But there is a balance, right? So you can continue to invest different amounts of time, energy from day to day, it might look different, towards where you're going, as well as making sure you're taking care of your needs. Yes, sweetheart, I would love to. This feels good. Yes, wonderful. I'm glad you're resonating. Hey, Stoops. Hey, how you doing? Oh, wonderful. So glad I found you. I'll message you soon for a private. Awesome. Sounds great, Elizabeth. I look forward to hearing from you. Yes, so a lot of us are really maturing in this way. And again, I really feel like I'm speaking to a group of us that are very spiritual and emotional centered beings. Like, being grounded and being very like about your physical reality is not as much of a thing. So we'll like move our energy around in different ways based on what feels good in the moment, or what feels more aligned with like our creative self, our emotional self, our spiritual self, and kind of dip in and out of what's what's needed so that you consistently have a solid foundation. Maybe at different points it was solid, but then it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't. So there's this kind of being thrown around energy. So there's this part of you in your mind right now that's like, can I even do this? And that also, again, is coming from ancestral stuff. But we have really been maturing and refining this energy. Something to be extremely proud of. And right on the other side, 4 of Earth security, right? So there's a level of foundation, but for some of us still, it's like, okay, so let's really look at, what do we need? Are we worrying too much about making enough money for things that we're worried about because we're coming from a place of fear, or because it's actually realistic? So something that can happen with this energy is we can become a little bit too rigid, a little bit too about the 3D, where we're like, okay, well, I should definitely make these next few whatever amounts of money only going to rent, and like I'm just gonna hoard that money like to a certain level. But money likes to move, money likes to flow. The vibration of money is very neutral, but it's ongoing, it's constant, it's consistent. So having too much of this like, I'm gonna stay right here energy could block what you actually desire to come in, not just in the form of money, but also in the form of opportunities, situations, and that next quantum leap that you've been desiring. That's gonna take you from where you're at right now, significantly closer to living the day-to-day kind of life that you actually desire. So, yeah, so this is kind of saying like, not necessarily like what you're doing right now, you're doing too much, but what I'm feeling is just like, be cautious of this. Be cautious not to get so focused on the 3D that you're like hoarding money and you're afraid to spend money and you're holding tight to it. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like, don't get grippy with the money. Don't get like, oh, I'm scared. So what I'm feeling is like, has been an influx because of the way that you've been grounding and organizing. It's been a better flow. So because it's been a better flow, there's a party that's like, oh, I want this to keep going. And it's a tendency for us to kind of think that the best way to go about that is kind of to enter a little bit of a space of fear. But what this is telling me now is like, don't go there. Like, keep this same energy. Don't start going to a place where you're like, what you've been doing is good, and stay spiritually open. And what I love is these two came out right above Father of Earth. So it's like the grounding, right? But we have Medicine Man, which is the magician, which is the confident, I know that my reality is mine and everything that's happening is happening for me, not to me. What's happening has been previously manifested from my energy. And then we have Spiritual Warrior. Here we go again with the number 7. Sevens are everywhere. This is a huge spiritual development space, and it's because you're able to ground like you've never been able to before. Again, be careful about going too much in the 3D and hoarding. I hear hoarding money, but I hear hoarding energy, period. Like not going outside, not doing so much because you're afraid of like too many things changing. However, this energy channeled in a balanced way allows for these energies to come through. I am literally seeing all this as like the same energy, the same person. And a lot of us in the collective too have been desperately needing a refinement with our masculine energy. A lot of it has been like being too much in victim mentality, victim mode, and kind of just feeling like you're never gonna find the balance. Something's always gonna happen. Why are these things happening to me? And like getting caught up in that. But there's been such a huge shift lately, especially over the last month. From the cards that I've been pulling and what I've been seeing and feeling, even in my own personal experience, I'm definitely resonating with this a lot. Like we are, to me, right, not just today, but like through this portal, this is a humongous opportunity. Because these two are major arcana cards. This is like, you can actually fully embody these energies as long as you're keeping this grounded, solid foundation and holding the balance between the 3D and the 5D, the spiritual and the physical. But like, you got it. Oh! And then Medicine Woman comes through. She will have enough space. And this is your divine feminine energy. Again, this is not talking about a man or woman. No matter how you identify, what you resonate with for your external expression. I'm very fluid, so I'm like, yes, it's all me. But again, no matter how you identify, this is all us. This is our energy. So in being able to refine this masculine energy, keep it grounded, consistent, balanced, it allows for this like even more potent magic that comes only from divine feminine energy, which can only come through when there is a solid masculine foundation within your own energy. This energy can come through. Some of us have this more naturally than others. However, no matter where you're at with your abilities, your talent, etc., you will not be able to reach the fullest, highest, most powerful potential of this energy, of this raw creation, magic, power, unless you are holding the balance with your masculine. You always have to check in with your body. You always have to check in with your mind, with your foundation, your home, your environment. Like have that shit on lock. Like make sure you are doing what's necessary to keep that. The basics, right? Like have the goals, the dreams that are bigger. Like I want a house this big. I want this many bedrooms. I want, yes, but on a very basic level. Like, do I have what I need so that I still have space and energy to give to the feminine, to allow space for my feminine? Because if I'm doing too much on the 3D, I have a 3-bedroom house when I'm honestly solid with one for now, you will end up blocking the magic that's going to bring you, if you're in this 1-bedroom house because you're able to pay less and work less so that you have time and energy to give to your creative expression, to hold space for this divine feminine energy within you, that divine feminine will take what you have and run with it. She'll give you the 3, 4, 5, 6 bedroom house, the mansion, the perfect job opportunity, the perfect income opportunity. It goes on and on and on. Like when you allow balance between the two, just enough with the 3D, just enough with the masculine to balance the feminine. The feminine is what is going to take you to that next level. The feminine is what's going to create the quantum leap. However, she cannot do so if you're not holding the foundation down. And I'm speaking to the masculine within every person. Again, I'm not speaking to my guys. Like, no, this is like to everyone. Especially if you are female and you're like, oh, I'm a soft girly. That's awesome, girl. I love that for you. You are still ridiculously fucking powerful. Do not ever dumb yourself down in that way. Just because you want to live your life that way does not mean that you are incapable. And a lot of us don't even give ourselves the opportunity to go there because it's more comfortable to lean on this other person who can make up for whatever we feel like we're not able to tap into. And a lot of times it's because we don't even give ourselves the opportunity to try. But the most incredible, balanced, fulfilling relationships are the ones with two people who address their masculine and feminine. Both people. They refine both energies within themselves. They give themselves the opportunity to fully explore both and express it, refine it, and mature in that way. People wonder why a lot of relationships don't last. Let me tell you, it's the self-work. It's the lack of self-work. It's the, well, I'm this, and I identify this, and this is my role, so I don't need to work on that part of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, sounds a little bit sus to me. But yes, so I'm all, whoever's ancestors are like coming through right now, saucy, sassy, and you just need to know that you're capable of so much more. So much more. Okay. I am the cause and the effect of everything in my reality. I take full responsibility, good and bad. And that's on period, Greg. That's on period. Because it's 110% our own individual energy. We do control our reality. Why'd you look at me when you said that? Oh, you felt looked at, girl? You tell me why. I need a card reading. Okay, hit me up. Let's go. Well, and you know I'm always talking to you when I say you know you're capable of so much more, so don't play with me. Even if I wasn't looking at you, I was looking at you. Okay. So, strong messages. Y'all's ancestors not playing with you at all. Like, I feel this strong saucy energy. Like, we all have both energies, y'all. And it's all about the balance and the harmony. We need both. Stop making me cry. You always do this to me. And that's all period, girl. You better laugh them. I swear to you, it's your ancestors that are Sauciana. Lots of heat, lots of heat. Okay.